Back at it again. It's the guy Spencer. You know what time it is. It's time for 25 through 21 of the preseason 2021 top 40 East Texas players. Uh, New thing we're doing this year, just kind of giving a preview of who we thought were excellent players last year and a preview of maybe who might make the list for 2021. All in good fun. These are all guys that played varsity football last year and have varsity experience, and some tape that we looked at and just figured out who we thought were the top 40 guys. So with no further ado, the top 25 through 21, here we go. At number 25, we've got an explosive receiver from Chapel Hill. He's actually a running back / wide receiver. Starting point guard on the basketball team, Tyson Berry. And Tyson Berry is just absolutely explosive. He's quick, he's small, he's shifty, he's explosive. He's a guy that can get in and out of his cuts. He can play safety, he can play outside backer. He's just a tough human being for somebody that is as small as he is. You know, you look at him and he looks like he's maybe 5'5", 5'6", 140 to 145 pounds, but he is just lightning in a bottle, and he can make things happen. He's a vigorous competitor. He's I've alluded to it earlier, but he's a damn good basketball point guard, and he's as you can see throughout his highlight, he's a great slot. Probably going to play more running back this year. He went to the East Texas Combine as a running back, and so we'll see what happens between here and Chapel Hill. They're losing Cameron Ford, a big piece of what they did on offense last year, but with Tyson Berry and Deuce McGregor coming back over there, big things expected from that offense. So at number 25, Tyson Berry, Chapel Hill. At number 24 from Tatum, the senior quarterback, Kendrick Malone. Kendrick is really, he's going to be the X factor in the dark horse behind this 3A team in Tatum. They've got a chance to win the state championship this year. They've got a lot of talent on both offense and defense coming back. This class has kind of been pinpointed as one of those special classes that came through Tatum, and Kendrick's been the best player out of this group for a very long time. He threw for about 1,700 yards, over 20 touchdowns, not a whole lot of interceptions. He can throw the ball and things. He's at his best when things are in front of him. He's really great. He's a really great thrower of the football down the seams, as you see. He really has a strong arm. He plays point guard on the basketball team, and sometimes he's at his best when he's playing point guard on the field. And he gets to move around and read and react. He's at his best. He's going to have to improve his accuracy. He only completed about 50% of his passes last year, but with his running ability, with his playmaking ability, with his game ability, he's just an absolute gamer. This group of kids is special. I think they can possibly do something big in Tatum, and I think Kendrick Malone is going to be the biggest reason why, if it happens. So at number 24, senior Kendrick Malone, Tatum. At number 23, tape and not his game tape, but even on his highlight tape, you can tell that he pursues the ball extremely well, takes great angles. He's a sure tackler, and he's going to step it up. There's going to be a big jump between their junior and senior season, and I feel like, he's one of those guys, him along with Kip Lewis and him along with young Carlos Riascos on the defense. I think Carthage is going to do what they always do to see if they can repeat. They're going to have to replace a lot on offense this year, but with Caden Foster and those guys that I mentioned earlier coming back, they're going to be solid as ever on defense. So at number 23, senior linebacker, Caden Foster. At number 22 from Palestine High, we've got the senior center, Jarrett Henry. Now, Jarrett Henry is a big dude. We're talking about 6'5", 6'6", 280 to 300 something pounds. He's a guy that moves well in open space. He's got power in his hands. He bends well. He moves well. Got a chance to see him at the East Texas Combine this year. And he's a guy that looks to be look like he's going to take a big step forward. He looks to be a lot stronger than what he looked like even on this tape. He seemed to be a little bit slimmer when I saw him this spring. Hopefully, he's going to take a big step. It's a big step between junior and senior year. Guys are more confident, they're more dominant, they're stronger. And so I'm expecting Jarrett Henry to be one of the better offensive linemen in East Texas this year. And so, those are high hopes. He's a guy I think can get it done. I like the way he moves, and I like his tape. I like the way he moved at the East Texas Combine. And he's got some nastiness about him. I think him being a senior, I think he turns that up a notch, and I think he ends up on the top 1 of the list. So at number 22, Jarrett Henry. At number 21, a soon-to-be senior safety from Texas High, Jaylen Jones. Jaylen Jones was a big part of the secondary last year. He played safety on the top. As you see in the spring, he's playing a lot more nickel back down in the slot. And he made a physical play there on that. Here he is playing a block, getting off, making a great tackle on the running back in open field. Covering here in scale. Stays very patient with the flag route. Makes a good pass breakup. He's a guy that played last year. He popped up at like number 70 on the list last year. Had 4 interceptions for Texas High. Had like 70 tackles last year. He's a guy that can play. He's a guy that's going to have to play big for Texas High. They're replacing a lot on that defense. That defense was extremely talented last year. But he's one of the few starters that they have coming back. And I believe if he takes steps forward, Texas High can return to the place that they were last year as far as talent goes, and hopefully go even further with what they have coming back on offense as well. So at number 21, senior safety, Jaylen Jones.